Tonight, a piece of Jacksonville history is coming under scrutiny.
We're talking about the Jacksonville Fire Museum. It's been closed since 2015 and still sits empty while the city spends thousands of dollars a year to store its artifacts. Now, this comes years after its costly move from Metropolitan Park to its current location on Bay Street. So why has this museum sat empty for so long, and what's being done to get it open? In a First Coast News investigation, I sat down with the Jacksonville Fire Chief, Percy Golden, to find out the future of this historic landmark.
When it was open, it was touted as one of the great fire museums in the southeastern United States.
Jacksonville's history is steeped in fighting fires.
Jacksonville's central point of history is the Great Fire of 1901.
Historian and former Fire Museum board member Wayne Wood shows me pictures of that Great Fire, which destroyed most of the city at the time.
And this fire was so great, the flames could be seen glowing in the sky all the way in Savannah.
These pictures are among the artifacts that should be in the Jacksonville Fire Museum. The building is the original fire station number 3, rebuilt in 1902 after the Great Fire. It has been moved twice now, the first time in the 90s from its original location on Catherine Street to Metropolitan Park.
It sat there in Metropolitan Park for a long time and gradually needed a lot of repairs and restructure. And so they closed the museum, and it stayed closed for a while.
Then in 2022, the city moved it again to its current home on Bay Street. Questions now surround how much this building is costing the city to sit empty. The city sunk more than $3.3 million into moving the museum, which included retrofitting the new foundation and other repairs. That money was funded through the city's capital improvement plan. Fire Chief Percy Golden then took over JFRD in July of 2025. He says after looking into what was done under the previous administrations, he determined a structural analysis was needed. That report was finalized back in April.
We did a structural load test of the building to make sure that the artifacts and apparatus that we want to put in there could maintain that with inside the building. During that load test, unfortunately, the building wasn't load tested to be able to contain those items.
Golden says they spent $7,500 on that structural review plus $4,000 on termite mitigation in May. This on top of the thousands of dollars spent every month on storage. The museum artifacts used to be stored inside the building, but since 2023, JFRD has been paying more than $60,000 a year on storage with Warden Construction, according to these invoices I obtained. That comes out to just over $266,000 since 2023.
So we're trying to preserve that history. Yeah, a lot of that stuff happened prior to us getting into these roles. And my job is now to get that building open.
Golden tells me he is working to reopen the museum, and they are still in the process of getting estimates for those structural repairs that still need to be done.
I can't say it enough. This is a key priority to me to get this museum open, but I want it done the right way. And it's safe for the community for years and decades to come.
And Chief Golden says they do not have a timeline yet for when the museum might open. The building also lost its designation on the National Register of Historic Places because of that move in 2022. So the department is also working on getting back on that list.